In this video, I'm going to show you how you can implement database projects in Microsoft Fabric. And as always, I'm creating this video together with Reizer. He is writing a blog post about this topic, and he has all kinds of code snippets and screenshots that guide you through the whole process of not only implementing a database project, but also how you can create a database project. The link to his blog is in the description of this video. I would really recommend you to go there and have a look because he really explains it step by step while I just give you an overview of the topic. So you maybe wonder why we're using database projects. What are database projects? At least that was what I wondered when I read about this the first time. So when we create a database, we usually create all kinds of things like stored procedures, tables, indexes, keys, functions, like all kinds of stuff is created in a database. And if you want to deploy that database to somewhere else, it can get messy, but also if you work with others, you may want to use GitHub or Azure DevOps to collaborate. And that's actually where these database projects come in. They store all your database code in one project file. So when you want to deploy or share your database, you don't need to look for a script or something like that. You just have that database project that you can, for example, implement in Fabric again. To give you an idea how a database project looks like when you export it, I have a warehouse here, and what I'm going to do is I click on this button, download database project. This is just in my Fabric warehouse, and this will download actually a zip file. This is what I see. And this is actually the structure I also had in my warehouse. Let's think you want to deploy that. We want to deploy it to Fabric. I created a new warehouse for that. And then you get this page when you open it where you can actually choose database projects. So you can click on that and you can import the zip file. It needs to be a zip file. There's something important here. At the moment that I'm recording this video, you can only import a database project in an empty warehouse. Because I tried it with another warehouse I created before, I could not import the database project. It has to be like an empty warehouse to import it. And of course, this was about importing, but you can also use that file and that information that we get when we export our project for source control in GitHub or Azure DevOps to make it easier to work together.